Hi everyone. Hello. Hello everyone. Welcome in. Welcome in to Clicking Bricks August 2026 releases. Welcome in one and all. I am TJ, one of your amazing lovely co-hosts. And obviously, of course, the big thing, our other co-host here, Amberlia, is unfortunately not present. She is unfortunately schedule doesn't work, not able to make it to this episode, but we're still here. We are still providing you all of the coverage for all of the August releases, the absolute insane amount of releases that there are, especially for us in the US. We're here, and that is what I'm going to cover today with all of you. So if you're just tuning in, whether you're live on the Twitch side or on the YouTube side, hello. If you're part of Replay Gang over on the YouTube side, in case you didn't catch this live, hello as well. Good to see you all. Nice to see you. I see we have Mr. Brooks in chat with the TJ Help emote. Hello, Matt. Good to see you. Yes, we are starting a little early as well. Since there are so many releases, I decided I should probably start a little bit early so I can hopefully get this done at a reasonable time. And if it goes long, I have a little bit of extra buffer time to work through all of that. So we're here. We're hanging out. Let's do some small talk first. Get a little bit of you know, a little bit of Lego talk in here. Hope you all are doing well. Um, I don't know, I've been hanging out here. I don't really have too much to talk about. I suppose I should talk about this. Uh, for those of us in North America, uh, you know, sets have started to show up early at stores, and I've managed to snag a few for myself, including this guy, Zovar and Grimtack from the new Ninjago season. Very, very nice set. I already have it built. It's up here. Here's Grimtack. Grimtack the Dragon Beast. This guy's very, very cool. I love this guy. Nice little $20 villain set. It's nice to see something unique as well. So, good stuff. And then I found more stuff. I found even more stuff. I have more things. I went a little crazy. I bought some stuff. I would have bought the Twin Titan Max, but Target, which is where I bought these things from, had it street dated. It was the only Ninjago set that was street dated, probably because it was pre-order. So unfortunately, I couldn't get it at the time, but I will be picking that up. A little bit of spoilers there, I suppose, for what I'll be picking up for releases, but that'll be happening. Should show as well my progress on Tutor Corner. That has been my latest build. The latest build here. Show you guys. Tutor Corner here. It's coming along nicely. I have 4 more bags left, I believe. Finishing up that final section. So we have like the little like restaurant bar area, and we have the what's it, the haberdashery. I think that's how you pronounce it. In here as well, and then we have the second floor, the little like clockmaker space. That's very nice. It's been a very nice build so far. Very different from my usual experience of mechs and dragons and giant cars with oversized blades and such. But yeah. So that's that. I suppose I should talk about as well some big news in Ninjago. This is not necessarily new releases per se, although there was one 2027 set revealed at San Diego Comic Con. There's a little spinner battle set. Got a look at the new Lloyd and the new Roz for 2027. They both look very nice. Um, but yeah, some big Ninjago news and stuff. Ninjago Dragons Rising will be coming to an end next year. So the current arc of the show, the current like overall, not the show as a whole, but the current like story arc with Roz and whoever his master may be, that's going to come to an end next year. The final season of Dragons Rising is going to be called Dragon's Fury, which sounds very, very cool. I'm super excited to see. They teased some stuff at Comic Con, some evil ninja type stuff, looking very awesome. I'm very excited. And at Comic Con as well, they were going to tease all of season 4, part 2, which is supposed to release in about a month or so. But unfortunately, the day before, the streaming service Tubi accidentally releases it, all 10 episodes, on their site. It was up for about like 8 hours or so before they finally got around to taking it down, but it's out there already. People have it. People have it downloaded and stuff. I did watch it because I wanted to. I wanted to watch it. I want to see all the episodes. I am still going to get Netflix for a month when the season officially releases. I want to support it through the official channels once it comes out, and I encourage you all to do the same if you are indeed watching Ninjago. But it was a very enjoyable season, and I really liked it. I won't say much more than that. Um, I guess the only other thing I'll say is that Lego missed a big opportunity with the set. There's something they could have made from that season that would have made an absolutely fantastic set, and they did not, which is very unfortunate. But that's Lego's loss, I suppose. But yeah, that's been the big Ninjago stuff. I mean, we've had a couple other like little teasers and things. We had a teaser drop as well for Ninjago Legends Duskfall, which is um, which is what this set and the Twin Titan Mechs and the Ultra Dragon battle are based on. So it's like a little like anime series, mini series thing, very different art style. It looks very, very cool from what I've seen so far. But yeah, it's good stuff. I'm super, super pumped for for Ninjago stuff. There's a lot to look forward to in 2027, and they even teased out the 20th anniversary. They said they're already thinking of stuff. They're already preparing stuff for 2031, the 20th anniversary of Ninjago. That's going to be really cool. One of Lego's longest, if not the longest running original theme. Because I mean, I guess you could say City as well, but City's not quite the same way. And City's kind of like evolved from like town to world city to city. But even then, I think City's been around longer. But City's not. It doesn't have like that. It doesn't have the show that's connected to it in the same way. It's not the same type of thing. TJ Sports, it's in the what are you talking about, Shaq? I don't even know what that means. But welcome in. Good to see you. Yeah, it's gosh, Ninjago has been one of, if not the longest running like Lego original theme in the sense that there's like a story and all these different things, and it's basically like an IP except it's Legos. So it's Lego's own IP, and it's going to be a lot to celebrate. It's already a lot to celebrate, but it's going to be even more to celebrate. And I'm very much looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to the anniversary way out there. I'm looking forward to Dragon's Fury because it sounds like it's going to be absolutely amazing. And I've really just been enjoying how Dragon's Rising has gone. There's been like a couple little weak spots, especially in like I would say season 3 mostly in the villain department that felt a little weak with Thunderfang and the Forbidden Five, or the Forbidden Frauds, as some people call them, or something like that. Hi, Alex. Welcome in. Good to see you. Good to see you, Alex under 017. We will be talking about all the new releases in a moment. We're just making some small talk. It's mostly just me rambling about things. Um, but yeah, no, Dragon's Rising overall has been really enjoyable, and I'm looking forward to seeing the epic conclusion and finally getting to the bottom of the big threat and all that stuff. And it's gonna be great. It's gonna be really fun. I've also redone my shelves a little bit. I've reorganized them. I've got all the Titan mechs back here. Yeah, since Alex is here, I might as well show off all the mechs. This is all of like what Lego's officially called a Titan mech. So we have Lloyd's back there, 2019, Zane's, Jay's, Cole's, Lloyd's remake, and then Kaizania's will go on here as well. And yeah, so that's great. No, yes, Alex, I'm going to enable you. Most of these you can't even buy, Alex. It's only that one you could buy. And there's some people. We have a raid over on the Twitch side. Let's welcome in everybody. Brooks raiding over with a party of 16 people. Thank you, Matt, so much for the raid. How was your stream? How was the random chaos and things? How was all the Tinker Matt stuff? Matt dressed up as Tinker Matt on this version of the stream. And Matt, if you have to raid and run, you or any of your viewers, no worries. Your community is in safe hands. Go grab a snack, do whatever you need to do, post stream care and all that. Now, for those of you who don't know, for those of you who are new to this channel, this is Clicking Bricks, normally hosted by both myself and Amberlia Builds, but unfortunately, she cannot make it to the stream today. She's busy with work, but I am here to cover all of the August 2026 releases, both stuff that is already released in the rest of the world, but North America had to wait for, and all the new stuff that's coming out for everybody. Um, so yes, let me welcome in everybody. So there's Matt rating in, of course. There's Binda, Bad Binda, Dragon Bricks, good to see ya. EO Dog, good to see you. Nice to see you, EO. Shaq rating in. Owned by Cat, welcome in. Where am I? I'm following TJ, but not this channel. This is our podcast channel. Clicking Bricks podcast show channel thing. I don't know. I don't know what to call it. Words are hard. Yeah, there's all the Tinker Matt emotes. Hi Greg. Welcome in. Lol Lego. Good to see you. M's rating in. Interesting. Yeah, that stream is pure chaos from what I was seeing. And yeah, I was watching Matt's stream, but I had to lurk out early to pull up like literally like 25 tabs or something like that. You guys will see in a minute. I will be back if you. No worries, Greg. No worries. But yeah, done a bit of small chat. I was just talking about all these wonderful mechs that Alex should own on my shelves. Although I think Alex actually owns at least some of these. Like definitely that one. Definitely Jay's, maybe Zane's as well, I think, as well. So it'd probably just be the Lloyd ones. So yeah, you have three. You have three. And some of them are revertibles. I know you did the reversible thing that I showed you. So yeah, you got the current Lloyd one out. You could get that one. Although I feel like the Twin Titan mechs that are coming out in a few days are going to be a much better spend of money, and they're only $10 more expensive than that. So yeah, Jay and Zane are combined. Yeah, I remember that reversible. Yeah, need to cool down. It's warm here. Yeah, it's been warm everywhere. It was pretty bad the other day, here, but yeah, yeah. So yeah, yeah. Alex and Shaq are combined as well. Wow, wow. I think I like the twins better than the green one, but I do like the green color. Yeah, the sand green is really really good. It's nice. It's just expensive for what it is. I would recommend trying to get some sort of deal on it. See, Alex, if you lived in the Chicago area, it's sold at Meyer, so eventually it'll go 30% off, and then it might be a good buy then. Yeah, maybe I'll keep an eye out. We'll see. But yeah, uh, so so let's get into releases, shall we? Let's not spend any more time on small talk. Now that everyone's here, let's do releases. Let's cover all the things, because there's so many things. So I'm gonna do this thing. I'm gonna do transition. All right, and there we go. News. Just gonna have the one banner today, August 2026 releases, and we're going in theme alphabetical order for the most part. So he said it's small talk when referring to. Wow, wow. Anyway, let's get started with this. We have first theme up is Animal Crossing. We have our one and only set. We have Timmy and Tommy's Fun Day Out, 513 pieces, $60. This set is kind of like a little bit more upscaled than all the other Animal Crossing sets, different scales. So no figs in this one, unfortunately. Sold for Mrs. Shack. Where's my mouse? Yeah, that's awesome. On sale, of course. Yeah, it would have to be on sale. I agree. I agree. $60 is a little bit pricey for this, but to be honest, that's most Lego sets lately. But yeah, so it's just a little like bridge display, couple of buildable characters on it, little other buildable things. Sold for me, yeah. Want it though? On discount, yeah. I feel like most things, like so many things at Lego get discounted 20% off anyway. So it's like you might as well just wait for the discounts. Oh my goodness. So yeah, it's a little bridge scene. It looks nice. I like it for the Animal Crossing fans. I hope the Animal Crossing fans are pleased with it as well. I know, as with all Animal Crossing, Indulgence is pretty excited. Indulgent Girl, I'm sure is out there somewhere. Um, but yeah, it's a nice little set, nice little display. I feel like if you don't have any of the minifig scale Animal Crossing, then this is like a good just like one and done set to get. Because you could just get this one and say, "This is my only Animal Crossing set because it's in a different scale to all the others," and move on. Must be ending the theme eventually. Yeah, yeah. I worry that Animal Crossing isn't selling super well because I've seen a lot of clearance for it recently, and I see it on clearance a fair amount, to be quite honest. So yeah, I'm worried it may not be continuing much longer, or maybe they're gonna like move to some of like the other 18 plus style strategy where they just release one set a year and it's a buildable character like this. That way they don't have to do new fig molds. So maybe we'll see. The UK, all the Animal Crossing sets have had good discounts on them. Nice, nice. Excited for it. Yeah, it's a good set. I mean, this it doesn't appeal to me, but it is nice for those who it does appeal to. All right, next up, our one and only architecture set. We have the Tower Bridge, 3,745 pieces, $350 for this guy. Big set. Big set. So for all of you who are, I don't know, in London or a fan of the Tower Bridge, now you have the I feel this is one of those sets, and I think the architecture line is very much this. This is one of those big sets that's not really entirely marketed towards most AFOLs, although I'm sure there are some that this will appeal to. This is more marketed at like the average adult, the casual adult who liked Lego as a kid or like sees Lego stuff and says, I want to get one thing that's going to be on display in my house. And they pick this one. This is one of those sets, I think. And it looks nice. It's a nice little micro scale display piece. Pass. But Shaq, if you get some nano figs, you could recreate a Spider-Man Far From Home. You could do that. You could recreate that. I'm pretty sure that's the correct bridge that I'm thinking of. Pass. Still a pass. Oh, I tried. I tried to enable. But yeah, it looks really nice. Looks really well designed. 350 is a lot. It's a lot to ask for this. It's not, I guess it's not necessarily a lot to ask for this. Let me rephrase that. It's a lot to spend at once, I suppose. But if my thinking is correct and the target audience isn't necessarily people who are into Lego, it's more like the casual person. If you're just buying one Lego set, just buying like the occasional or you're just buying the occasional thing, then it's not as bad. Speaking of Marvel nanofigs, I did not realize how much those sell for from the helicarrier back in the day. Oh yeah. Yeah, those are pricey. Yeah, all right. We gotta take a look at the lifestyle photos. We know that's a thing that I do. They've got some sort of like cage back here, I think. There it is. They're gonna yellow all the pieces sitting in this window. There's some glasses there, some interesting stuff. There it is, half built. It's not even half built. There's not even all of it's there. It's odd. Baby Spock, welcome in. Good to see you. There's an adult building it. There it is. It says Tower Bridge in case you forget what it is. So I like the little like ripple effects in the water though. That's a nice use of that piece. And of course you can move the bridge up and down. The back looks like a mansion. What the background of this guy's place? It's because you'd have to live in a mansion to afford this kind of stuff. But he can't afford matching chairs. So, but maybe it's part of his mansion's aesthetic. Either way, that is the Tower Bridge. That's our one only architecture set. Kind of okay, but not my cup of tea. Yeah, I feel like it's a bit more of like a niche set where it's not going to appeal to at least not appeal to everyone within like the Lego space. Mansion and chairs are a hand me down. Wow. All right. Next up, our one and only art set. We're starting out with a theme of like only one per theme. Greg hates water, which is why his boats are landlocked. Oh my goodness. All right, so we have Gustav Klimt, the Kiss. I don't know how you pronounce that. Hopefully, I pronounced that right. 4,000 pieces exactly, $300. Really big art set. So there's a big art piece. There it is again. There it is laying on the ground. So it is a bit 3D. The actual like humanoid figures pop out. Ooh, that's oh, it uses some whips. Very nice. Nice use of the whip piece. I do like seeing the art sets because it's a lot of interesting ways to use pieces. For $300 just by real art from a local artist. Yeah, that's kind of like my thinking with this. Is like I'd rather buy real art than Lego art, but some people like the Lego art, and I'm not gonna fault them for it. Yeah, there's someone building it. There it is on a wall, so you can hang it on a wall. That's literally all the lifestyle photos, just hanging on a wall. There, see, this is what you do. You build this, you buy this Lego set, you build it, and then you invite people over to show them this Lego set that you built. That's what some of these sets are for. For non-AFOLs who want to build one set and show it off in their house. Buy my art. I do commissions. Interesting. So glad I can pass on these things. Yeah, that's huge. Parts set. Yeah, imagine a parts draft with this thing. Do you guys want to spend all day on a parts draft? It's hypnotizing them. And you sell it for 53 million. Yeah. Do you have that gallery in my apartment that goes unused? Yeah. Do you guys want to take a day out of Brick World next year and and do a parts draft? Nope, I didn't think so. I mean, if we bought like one, just pool our resources and buy like one, and then parts draft that. Going to sign off so you can relax before sleep. Good night, Ems. Thank you for hanging out, guys. Make sure you're following Coast Bricks. She streams on Twitch. Oh no. Yeah, I feel like a parts draft would be a disaster with multiples of these, but if you just had one and kind of split up the bags, then maybe it could work. Either way, there it is on a wall. I guess you can take these tiles off so you can get a better look at where this is hanging. Make sure you're getting it lined up. So you can hang it on the wall. Those are printed tiles. Those are nice. This is what I'm saying. It's got some good parts in it. Ooh, those circular tiles, or those circular dish pieces and circular tiles as well. Those are nice prints. We get prints here. Oh, they're making sure it's level. Yeah, they're literally showing you how to hang it up. There's a face. Is that better or worse than the Mona Lisa? There's an adult building it with headphones on. And there's the back. So they've got a comparison between it and the real art piece, and I think they did a good job at capturing it. So like those round pieces, yeah, the Jang, yeah. So yeah, that's our one art set. All right, next up we have two botanical sets. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, the botanicals page doesn't want to function real well and give me an availability, so I just had to pull them up in separate tabs. We have this plant, the hanging golden, was it pothos? Is that how you pronounce it? I don't remember. I don't do plants. 372 pieces, $60. Geez, must be all these dual molded leaves that are increasing the price. But it's another botanical buildable plant. A lot of people are excited about this one, and I don't know why. Like the botanicals, but my wife has a real one of those in our house already. Yeah, yeah. I feel like, yeah, again with like the argument of like just get a real plant. I don't know, but some people like the brick built ones, so yeah, I won't knock it. Doing one of the leaves are cool. Yeah, they'll be useful. You don't water it or anything, and it keeps living. There you go. You don't have to water this either. But this probably takes up less space than the real one. Maybe. I don't know for sure. I don't know what the size of these things are in real life. But yeah, some dual molded leaves, some plain leaves. Yeah, you guys are funny. There it is next to a different plant. I forget the name of that one. This guy's clearly a plant enthusiast, and he's introducing a plastic plant into this. Real one is big. Yeah. Yeah, I figured. So yeah. So you can have it. It hangs out. And that's our one botanical. That's our first botanical. And then the second one, which for whatever reason is not even on the botanicals page when I go to the botanicals page, is the dark flower arrangement, 562 pieces, $60. So here's this one. Got a couple pieces in purple. Mapping the models might be interested in those. It has what is that? The like night shields in red, black umbrella, or in dark red. I mean, whatever. Words are fine. Words are hard. It's fine. Love plants so much, but hates the organic living nature and is happy as a plastic option now. Yeah. Certified horticulturist. Good to know. So yeah, it's the dark flower arrangement. Also $60. A bunch of different places to attach the plants. I feel like making sure these are attached in the right place would be a nightmare for Squirrels if she builds this based on past experience. I'm not just saying that randomly. It's based on past experience with builds like these where you just attach them in different spots. So industry certified. It's on the resume. Pixar didn't happen, Shaq. Got some scissors. Squirrels will love that. Yeah, she'll love building this. She'll just love it. But yeah. So yeah, there's an adult building it. There's some of it up close. It has some nice elements in it. The botanical sets usually do. Looks pretty good. There's some like purple clamshells and things. That's pretty nice. Gosh, wait a minute. I feel like there's another botanical set missing. Hold on. Or did it already come out? I don't think it already came out, but now I have to check. Hold on, I'm looking at this on the other page. Here, stare at the back of a Lego box for now. Oh, it did come out. Never mind. I forgot. Yeah, I saw these. I saw the Cosmos flowers, and I was like, did that release already or not? Set. Wow. Yeah. So many releases, my mind blends together. It's so difficult to keep up. Yeah, I forgot they're right here, and I forgot about them. Yeah, it's like did these come out already? Apparently they did, so we must have covered them, but I forgot. Hi, Zizu. Welcome in. Zizu says hi to all the people on Twitch, which is where most of the chatters are at the moment. But hi, Zizu. Good to see you on the YouTube side. Covering releases. We're not very far in, and we have a lot to do. You guys can see all these tabs. You guys can see all of that that's up there. It's going to be interesting. So yeah, that's the dark flower arrangement. So those are the two botanicals. Next up, hello people on YouTube. Only go to YouTube for PBJ. I have not seen PBJ yet today. Yes. Next up, we have City. So everything except for the Advent calendar, ignore the Advent calendar, is coming out. So we have the dump truck and front end loader, 1,132 pieces, $130. Harbor freight train with crane and truck, 803 pieces, $110. Lava Land roller coaster park, 1,165 pieces, $100. Vintage steam train, 575 pieces, $90. Classic beach streetcar, 693 pieces, $75. Drive-through car wash, 583 pieces, $60. Pizza delivery experience with vehicles, 494 pieces, $50, and passenger jet, 118 pieces, $30. That's a 4+ set. Rory, welcome in. Good to see you. Roy Turp, good to see it. Your wallet's not ready. Sold. That's a nice dumper. I want that dumper. Always pre-order your advent calendars. You're funny. You're funny. Oh, PBJ is here. PBJ is lurking. Oh, you Heart the Kiss set? Don't know if I'll ever get it. One of your all-time favorites. Yeah, see, there's someone who's in the audience. That's awesome. That's awesome. Car wash for the inside of your convertible. Yes, we remarked on that. I remarked on that when this first got revealed, that it's the convertible's going through the car wash, getting a free shower in the process. Like the Advent sets, I already ordered Bindas. Shaq pre-ordered them all, I bet. But yeah, let's take a look at a couple of these city sets pretty quickly. Here's one. The dump truck and front end loader, the biggest of the way, or the most expensive, I suppose. $130. This looks pretty nice. Get a couple of different construction vehicles. You get like a little like office thing to work out of as well, which is very, very nice. A little sign. And you even get construction indulgent, aka a pug. So lots of good stuff. New rock piece. The smaller rock piece is new as well, which is very, very cool. I guess it's two new pieces. It's a relatively new part. It might be in other sets, but it's a relatively new part. So pretty much the only set I might get for August 1st. Do it, Alex. Buy it. Well, so I'm not into the construction stuff. I'd thought about it, decided not to, but they do good work. They do great. Back when I was getting all the city space sets, I did briefly consider a couple of the construction sets to mod into like space construction. Maybe I still should do that, but I haven't gotten anywhere near there. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. It's a pretty nice set. What else do we have here? What else can we look at? Here, I'll look at this one, the vintage steam train. This is one that is going on my list. Not going to get it right away. Obviously, we've got two different trains coming out August 1st. Technically three if you count the streetcar, but that's not quite in the same vein because there's no obvious way to motorize it. Not going to click. I can't click them. There's not enough time. But this one I really like. This one's really cool. I don't know. It just hits that nostalgia point for me from when I was into trains when I was very, very little. But yeah, it's very nice. It's a tad expensive for what you get, but I still like it. I'm still gonna get it at some point. Yeah, steam train. I'm gonna modify it though. I found some rebricables. Since this is available elsewhere in the world, I'm gonna mod. They've had a chance to do rebricables, and I'm gonna do one. Wish the minifig prints were new, not reused. I mean, there are some newer prints or like harder to find prints here and there. I don't know if it's necessarily this set. Steam train looks good. Another one people are excited for, the Harbor Freight train. This is very nice too. Yeah, a little bit more expensive, but still very good. I do like the engine. I don't know if I really like the cargo that's included. It seems a little bit basic, although in like the context of like having this vehicle and having this crane to offload it, like it makes sense. I find myself just wishing there was more variety, but I understand why there isn't. Yeah. Like the tools, no. Trains, yeah. I'm only into Halloween trains. Buying this. Matt will upgrade. Matt, are you gonna upgrade this, or are you gonna keep it as is? So this at Target and it looks good. Yeah, I've seen this out in the wild too. Better than the cargo just being full of boxes. I mean, if they did that, it'd just be realistic. You get a few different minifigs there. Get, of course, the train itself. Not sure what you'll do with it. Yeah, that makes sense. Get a tractor. You got like a little mini version of a tractor. There is no powered up included, but both this and the steam train have the ability to be motorized. With the I suppose the only downside with this one is that the battery box has to go in a separate car. So if you have this shunter around, it's always going to have to be connected to something else, which is which is a little unfortunate. But with the limitations that Lego has, it's what has to happen. See, with Legos, we'll get into smart play later, but with Lego, like making like the smart brick, and it's such a small piece of technology. I want them to do the same thing with like the motors and stuff. I want them to be able to make it so that you can just motorize your shunter without having additions of cars and whatnot. Not sure what you'll do with it. Yeah. Is that how I want the tractor more than train? You could probably part that together. One big cat. Thing is with my layout, I don't even need to actually motorize this. There you go. There you go. I mean, yeah, this set's very much up in the air for me. I don't know. I'd like to get it, but I don't know if I will. Um, but if I did, I wouldn't motorize it. I don't think that happened. I do wonder as well, though, if there are third parties out there who make like smaller motors that can like fit or can like you can modify the shunter to do that so that you just have all of the like the powered stuff within the train itself and not connected to any of the cars. If there are companies out there that are doing that, please someone tell me so that I can look them up and see. Should have been a train full of cats. That would have been interesting. Yeah. So yeah, good stuff. Lots of good stuff. Cat cargo is good cargo. Yeah. So yeah, this is a nice set. I like that they're doing these like smaller ish trains, not the full layout, because it is a bit restrictive to like have them be locked behind such a high price point with the full loop of track and the powered up and everything. And these trains are still playable even without that. Like you could still like as a kid like move them around. And arguably I think that could be more fun. They're not too big to where like it cause too many problems. But you could, you know, drive them around, take them off the ramps, off the track, and like have fun and with them, and then pull them back up to the ramp and offload your cargo and stuff. It's good stuff. So, and of course, some other highlights in here: the car wash, of course, with the guy driving through his convertible car. Yeah, Shaq, do you, Shaq? Why don't you stream a show covering all of the August releases and do it in like 2 hours? There you go. Telehandler is cool as well. Like it's a good set. It's a well-rounded set. Done. All right, bet. But yeah, some good city sets in there. Obviously, the rest of the world, apart from North America, already has access to this. The last car wash, but I admit this new one's nicer. Can't wait for a Nodex stream. Yeah, it'd be nice. Yeah, we'll take a look at this briefly. It's a nice car wash. Yeah, this guy going in with his convertible, which is really quite amusing. Pizza delivery makes me sad. Can't have pizza for another 1.5 months. Oh no. You could cover the table with paper and draw a track for the train. Yeah, there's so many ways that kids could play that don't involve a full loop of track and motors. And that's what I like, that it's still playable even without the motors. Like that's something that is important to not have to have technology. So and it kind of rivals like the toy train market a little bit. So yeah, so those are our city sets, 8 sets coming out. The advent calendar will happen later, so we'll get to that. Next up, we have our one and only classic set, the Creative Colorful Bricks, 820 pieces, $50. These are always good parts packs out there. So you have some different parts. Oh, look, there's a bunny. There's a bunny. But yeah, yeah, some different builds here. It's like it's basic bricks, but nothing's wrong with that. It's like a good like starting, good starting point for for kids. but it's ×2. It looks like, yeah, perhaps. I think so. I don't know how much of this is duplicate. Yeah, there's a cat too. There's a dinosaur, watermelon, plane. Yeah, it's a penguin, flower, house. So yeah, it's basic bricks, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. It's a good little parts pack. You find this for cheap. You can do a parts draft with it. Get some good basic bricks. Lots of good stuff. Yeah, Shack City is not the only theme I'm going to do that for, unfortunately. If I had the time, I would. I would cover everything, but I don't because I don't want to go to bed at a very late hour. Should really be about 30. I mean, it could be a little cheaper, but no, we're not doing 40 minutes on this. But yeah, it's not too bad. Not too bad. All right, that's our one and only classic set. Next up, Creator. We have 3 sets that are releasing August 1st. I believe a couple of these were already out in the rest of the world, but one of them was not. I believe this Red Panda is completely new to everybody. This little set looks pretty nice. 297 pieces, $30. Can alt build it into an owl or a fish. It's nice. Good stuff. In addition to that, we have the music decor piano with cat, 485 pieces, $50, and the iconic Ferris wheel, 916 pieces, $100. They have to tell you it's iconic in the title. Yeah, there's a quick look at the Ferris wheel. This one is Fig compatible, so, and you can build it into a couple other arcade rides, which are pretty nice, like a UFO ride and gosh, whatever this is called. I forget what these are called, but I've ridden on one. Yeah, good stuff. Also a nice parts pack, to be quite honest. Iconic Ferris wheel, iconic pirate ship, iconic pie. So many iconic sets, yeah. Lego has to tell you they're iconic in order for you to buy them. You can turn the wheel or turn the lever on this one to spin the Ferris wheel. So yeah, nice set. And then the piano. TJ isn't old enough to ride those yet? You're funny, Shaq. There's a piano with cat. This reminds me of Garfield is 9 Lives. I believe like one of the lives was centered around a cat and a piano. And I'm not describing the plot real well, but yeah. Yeah. So that reminds me of that, and you can all build it into a couple of other music related things. A little like boombox type thing. Or record player. Good stuff. But I like the piano the best. That looks pretty good. So yeah. Those are 3 creator sets. So only 3 there. Next up, Greg/Travis's favorite. We have Duplo. We have 4 Duplo sets. We have Discovery Forest with wild animals, 131 pieces, $80. 3-in-1 Creative Ramps with vehicles, 111 pieces, $70. Animal Building Game, 94 pieces, $50. And Colorful Creative Box, 80 pieces, $20. Yeah, it's Duplo. So if you've got young kids out there, or you want to buy Duplo sets to, fill up space in like a mountain that you're building or something, there you go. There's some stuff. They should really have like a Duplo version of a classic set. Although I guess that's what this is. This colorful creative box. It looks like it has a lot of bricks, which would be useful. They're good. Duplo bricks are good space fillers. So first Duplo set looks like the Shire. Does it? Yeah, I guess it does a bit. Yeah. Oh, and it's got a bunny. Now Greg has to get it. Yeah, it's got some other animals in there too. Guess that's why it's called the Discovery Forest with wild animals. So, don't have any Duplo, but I did find some Fabulant pieces. Nice. Nope. Greg has denied. Greg has said no. But that's fine. All right, that's Duplo. Not too much time spent there. Next up, we have additions. Lego Editions theme. We have 5 sets here, all themed around Olivia Rodrigo. What? What? What is that, Alex? What? It didn't work. I'm guessing you were trying to type pass, and it didn't work. Mega pass. Yeah. So for you Olivia Rodrigo fans out there, we have edition sets. So we have 5 sets here. We have Olivia Rodrigo's dual guitar, 1,228 pieces, $120. Olivia Rodrigo's Secret Storage, 1,085 pieces, $80. Olivia Rodrigo's Moon or Concert Moon, 670 pieces, $50. Olivia Rodrigo's Flower Bouquet, 400 pieces, $50. And Olivia Rodrigo's Vinyl, 360 pieces, $35. Morse code for his love for Olivia. Alex has an unnatural lust for Olivia Rodrigo. We'll wait for them to go on sale and see what you can get for a parts pack. Yeah, there might be some good part out value here. Dude, does it show up? It doesn't. But yeah, so Olivia Rodrigo sets. I don't know. I'm not super interested here. Since I'll click on one, I'll click on this one, the Flower Bouquet, because this looks at least kind of cool. It's got guitar flower. That's nice. It's different purple parts, purple shades. Greg is using parts as a cover. No minifigs, no must. I mean, in the other sets, you do get at least one Olivia Rodrigo minifig. Let's find a set. This one, you do get an Olivia Rodrigo fig. What a fig that they've chosen. Why did they have the same image here in twice? These are weird. Yeah. But Editions has very much become that kind of umbrella for like celebrity related things. Like it started out with F1 helmets and all the football, soccer stuff, depending on whether or not you're in the United States, what do you want to call it? But yeah, now we've got Olivia Rodrigo. I guess maybe Taylor Swift just didn't want to do anything with Legos. So like, okay, Olivia Rodrigo instead. So I don't know. So here's the big guitar has 2 minifigs. Where's the image of the 2? There's one, there's the other. So good night, Greg. Thanks for hanging out. Guys, make sure you're following Law Lego Greg B. Streams on Thursdays. Like it's getting really odd. I fear their next NFL partnership will result in boy. I did not click on all these. I've clicked on 2 or 3. She's a billionaire. She doesn't need Legos help. That's true. Yeah. Good night, Greg. Have a good night. But yeah, figs are really detailed. You get side leg printing with these. Isn't that great? Can't get those details in other themes, but you could get them in this one. But Olivia Rodrigo is probably really, making sure get as much value as you can. So these were Lady Gaga. I'd buy. Taylor can start her own brick brand. Yeah, true. But yeah, either way, there's some sets. If you're interested in Olivia Rodrigo sets, here you go. And who knows what artist they're going to make next. Jeez. All right. Next up, we have Friends. We have Lego Friends. We have everything here except for the Advent calendar. Once again, is releasing August 1st. So let's breeze through all this. We have the Heart Lake City Grand Hotel, 1,406 pieces, $150. Cozy Fall Forest Cabin, 1,229 pieces, $110. Mermaid Roller Coaster Ride, 864 pieces, $110. Koala Habitat and Care Center, 521 pieces, $65. Candy and Cupcake Ferris Wheel, 602 pieces, $60. Creative Dollhouse Suitcase, 355 pieces, $50. Spinning flower and fairy teacup ride, 321 pieces, $40. Creative flower shop, 377 pieces, $30. Nature glamping cabin, 295 pieces, $25. Pizza truck, 190 pieces, $15. Forest tea party, 116 pieces, $10. That's a lot of sets. Friends, Alex will enjoy the stuff. Cabin is interesting. Yeah, Dave will enjoy the stuff too. Dave needs a cabin. Look, the suitcase. I think we covered that already in a previous episode. Want the flower shop? Cabin is probably the only one I'm interested in. Probably wait on a good sale. Let's see. Let's look at the cabin since there's some interest from Chad in it. Yeah, and of course, Chad out there, feel free if there's a set that you're interested in, I can take a closer look at it. You know, within reason. We do have to get through a ton of sets today, but we can at least spend a little bit of time. But yeah, this cabin looks nice. This looks good. What is this? 110. That looks pretty good. There's all the figures. Interested in the suitcase? Okay. Sure you are, Shaq. You get a bunch of accessories. You get some hot dogs. Get a rock. There's the back of the cabin. So if you want to have a full cabin, if you don't want to have it dollhouse style, there is very much some modification that will be required. Ooh, they have what are these, Alex? You'll know the name of this. This bicycle where two people can ride it. Alex or Dave will know this, and it's not in purple, but it's in lavender, which is close to purple. Is that a tan? It is a tandem. That's what I thought the name was, but there's a close-up picture of it. Take my money. So yeah, so you get a tandem bicycle, Alex Jack bike. I wonder if minifigs will fit on this. I suppose Alex is gonna find out when he gets this. It's neat. And there's some other thing that needs a Shaq and Alex fix for sure. Absolutely. I was gonna say it needs a TJ and Skrills fig, but I feel like that should not be biking. That should be running. You can find Anakin or Jar Jar. That would work. Or make the whatever part together whatever variant PBJs come up with. I know PBJ is an Alex or a Shaq Sig fig somewhere out there. But yeah, so this looks really nice. This is really well done. I like this. I mean, I've said it before, I say it again. The friend sets are not for me because I don't build like city stuff and whatnot. But they make some amazing sets, and if you're trying to build a city, especially now that city barely releases any buildings, this is a really great place to go. Opok, welcome in. Good to see you. Added to your wish list. Good. We've enabled today. Tandem, nope. No thanks. I don't like group projects. Oh boy. I guess we'll take a look at this one as well because it's the big one. The Heart Lake City Grand Hotel. $150 for this. Not to say it's not warranted. Yeah, Alex, do you want this too? There's the figures and all that. This is the inside of the hotel. So if you get two hotels, you can you'd have to do some mods, but you could put them back to back. They have two elevators on the other side, but it looks like they're both connected. So as one goes up, the other goes down. Can Pantsless Greg ride a tandem? Wow. Anyway, now it looks like there's a bit of a wedding going on as well. Some different rooms in here. Looks very, very nice. Looks very well done. You have some cats. Oh, you can give the cats a bath. That's cool. Finally found you. Welcome in, Copper. Copper, if you, I don't know if you're already following, but if you follow this channel, you can get here. You might already be following. Cats love baths, yeah. Yeah, they just love it. But yeah, this looks like a really, really nice set. I have many figures. You did follow? Awesome, Copper. Yeah. Oh, and they've got like the rotating door for the hotel. This is really well done. I really like this. Again, if I had space for a city and you know Ninjago didn't exist, then there'd be a lot of things that I'd be buying, and this is one of them. But yeah, lots of other stuff. A roller coaster. So City had a roller coaster. Friends has a roller coaster as well. I guess Shaq wants to take a. This is actually quite an interesting concept. I think Amberlia and I did discuss this briefly in a previous episode. But this is actually quite nice because you can have these different rooms, but then the mess is contained so you can carry it around. Could be better with other friends still. I mean, that's, if you don't like mini dolls, that's perfectly fine. Perfectly reasonable. But yeah, it's actually quite a nice concept. This is very, very nicely done, and I really like this. It's cool for like carrying around different things for play. So just pull mine, send them all to Greg. Jeez, poor Greg. But yeah, and then yeah, even got some smaller sets in here. Let's take a look at the smallest one as well. Want to do some variety? Jago needs to make one of these. That'd actually be really good. Forest Tea Party. This is really nice as well. The has a squirrel, has a frog, has a couple of mini dolls, mushroom seats. It's really nice, and I like that themes like Friends are still providing small, cheaper sets like this. I believe City had a couple of cheaper sets in the summer wave as well, but they already released over here, so we aren't covering them this month. I did not click all the Friends sets. I clicked 4. Shoot. Clicked 4 out of 11. So, ooh, oh, and that flower shop that Matt mentioned, I guess 5 out of 11, also has the bicycle. Also has the tandem bicycle. So you have 2 options, or you can just have 2 tandem bicycles. uh, you could what you could do with your second tandem bicycle, assuming you get both sets, is you could put a Greg fig with no pants on the front and then just pants on the back. Want the cabin? That's fair. Put swords in all their hands, instant Ninjago. Honestly, though, yeah, Alex and Shaq Jar Jar. Yeah, want the cabin? That's fair, Alex. Don't want the cabin, so there you go, Shaq. You can buy this set instead. Yeah, that's really good. Honestly, I do really like this too. I haven't really taken a look at these too well, but good for a little cafe in front of the botanical gardens. Oh gosh, don't enable me on that set. Ooh, and that new rock piece in a different color. That's really cool. Yeah, this is a nice little set. I like this. It's good stuff. And you can swap around the flowers as well. That's really cool. And there's the tandem bicycle. So yeah, maybe this one should go on my list since I'm kind of like planning a botanical garden walk because I have the Friends Botanical Garden. Maybe I should get this as well. Might make a nice little addition. Anyway, that's Friends. Next up, we have Gabby's Dollhouse. We have 2 sets coming out for Gabby's Dollhouse. We have the Kitty Fairy's Garden House, 103 pieces, $15, and the Fairy Roller Coaster and Tea Party, 137 pieces, $35. These are both 4+ sets, so they've got some bigger parts in there. But for the Gabby's Dollhouse fans, this is out there. I'm not really interested, but it's nice to see that they are continuing products in this lineup. So, our friends A-Frame, Kevin, yes, they do. But yeah, so some interesting stuff there if you're interested in Gabby's Dollhouse, but nothing really for me. Again, I'm sorry I can't cover everything. I can't click on everything, but we have to keep moving on this theme. Of course, you guys can see all the themes that I'm popping up, so if you want to take a closer look for yourselves, you can. But I'm just letting you know that all these things exist. So that's doing the best that I can. Yes. Next up, we have Harry Potter, our one and only Harry Potter release for August. I believe this was already released elsewhere in the rest of the world, but North America had to wait. We have Norbert Hagrid's Baby Dragon, 482 pieces, $50. So it's a dragon coming out of an egg. So wow, it's nice. It's pretty nice. I do like the dragon wings. Be good for a Ninjago dragon walk. The rest of it, I don't know. I don't know, but it's nice. Represents what it wants, what they made. Tempted because dragon. Hi, G Monkey. Yeah, it's a nice little set, and you get the little egg-based cinnamon as well, which is very very good. Very good stuff. Very, very nice. You can sit him around a bunch of plants. This person is not a botanicals fan. They like live plants. Yeah. Our one and only Harry Potter release, although I believe we will be having some more Harry Potter towards the end of August. That will probably be included in September releases because it hasn't been revealed quite yet. So there we go. Yeah. Next up, we have a couple of icon sets. There are 2 icon sets releasing. So cute. Life will find a way. Sure. Yes, we have a couple of icon sets releasing. I just pulled them up in separate tabs since it was complicated otherwise. First, we have the Jaguar E-Type. 1,673 pieces, $140. The big cars aren't for me. Not something I like, but I will say I do like this dark green. I'm a sucker for dark green. I love dark green. I love that shade of color. I'm even wearing the dark green hoodie right now. I think they did a solid job, but not for me. Yeah, I agree, Alex. It's one of those sets where it's like they did great, but it's not for me. Um, yeah, whereas so you do have the option to have the roof as well. And if you notice up here, this thing there, pie for parts, I'm not doing that. This has the dark tan feather piece, which was previously exclusive to only 2 sets. It was a Lord of the Rings / Hobbit set. I don't remember under which umbrella it was, and a Pirates of the Caribbean set. So the feather here was a very valuable part, but I suspect will make its way onto Pick a Brick once it's been 4 months since it's released, because that's usually how long it takes, and the value will go down. So dark tan feathers, tan or whatever color they are, it's hard to tell from here, will be more accessible and cheaper in the near future. So yeah, easy pass. Just if you want the parts, just wait for them to show up on pad. Like my Jaguar's life size parked in the garage. Yeah, I prefer that too, to be honest. Yes. Yeah. Okay. So it was Hobbit. Yeah. See, I wasn't sure. I only looked briefly, and Bricklink puts those like Hobbit and Lord of the Rings in the same category. I think they say like Hobbit and Lord of the Rings or whatever it is. So definitely spelled his name wrong. Radagast the Brown. Yeah. See, I have no idea because I haven't seen. I've seen Lord of the Rings, but I haven't seen the Hobbit trilogy yet. Because I was told that seeing the Lord of the Rings trilogy was much more important than seeing the Hobbit trilogy. So I put the Hobbit trilogy off. No, you spelled the Hobbit right. Uh, yeah, big car, big green car. So there you go. There's this guy building it. He's got a map because he forgets where he's going. Got some tools in the back for when it inevitably breaks down and he needs to fix it. Got a roof. There's the back of it. There it is on a table. Hobbit trilogy is mad. Lord of the Rings trilogy is a masterpiece. Yeah. I mean, I can't speak to the Hobbit trilogy portion, but I can speak to the Lord of the Rings trilogy portion. That was really enjoyable. Great watch. Yeah, so that's our first icon set. The second one here is a space set, the Hubble Space Telescope. Brooks, you are not safe. 1,252 pieces, $140. PBJ saw this in stores? Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, that reminds me, that architecture set that we looked at, the Tower Bridge, that was showing up in stores before LEGO's official reveal, which is crazy work. Yeah, it's a telescope. Saw that at Meyer. I can't remember if I saw this. I probably did, and I just like glimpsed over it and didn't really care. Facts. Do they still have those? Somewhere probably. But yeah, this is a telescope. A space telescope. Very, very nice set. There it is on the stand. Pixar didn't have, and I took pics of other stuff, just not this one. Opens up in some different places. You can pose it around a bit. There's a guy building it. There it is. You can adjust things. There's the figure. You do get a spaceman figure. This guy building it here. That chair. Does not look comfortable. It's actually pretty sizable. Yeah. I think the best part of the pics on the stand. Yeah. That looks good. I like that. And yeah, and you can have the fig on the outside fixing it or just hanging out there. So I don't know if that's minifig scale, but probably not. But either way, have a machine at work is also a fax machine. Yeah. I'm sure fax machines are still around. It's just, yeah. Yeah. Little telescope there. Very, very nice. Very nice set. Great for all those space enthusiasts out there. Once again, Brooks Bricks, you are not safe. You will buy this. Surprisingly, I have a laser printer with fax capability. I feel like it's like you might as well include it. It's like one feature that, might as well. All right, next up we have ideas. We have 3 idea sets. We have La Katrina, 12 pieces, 1,212, $140. Buildable character there. Uh, I don't really know what this is based on, but it's an idea set, so it went through. Looks pretty nice. I'm not going to zoom in too far on the pictures, but it does look good for those who are interested. Not really for me. This person's just standing back there. What is happening? Um, but yeah, it's a cool set. Cool stuff there. Another buildable character here for the same price. It looks like only a 14-part difference from the Coco the movie. I don't know. I have no idea. I never saw that movie. Yeah, but yes, another buildable character. We have E.T. the Extraterrestrial. 1,226 pieces, $140. Before anyone asks, yes, I have seen E.T. It has been a while, but I have seen it. Does ride a bike. Yeah. Well, in a bike. Yeah. Yeah, so you do have ET there. There's a couple different features. There are his eyes. Can open his mouth, pose his arms a bit. You can make his chest light up, which is very nice. ET phone home. Yeah, there's a light. It shows you that it has a light brick. TJ saw a popular movie. Yeah, when I was a kid. Nougat parts pack? Yeah, for sure. If you need like a Nougat terrain build, here you go. Mimbon. Star Wars Battle of Mimbon, or whatever it is, in Solo and the Clone Wars. I feel like they've been fighting on that planet for forever. But yeah. So that's ET. I don't know. For me, like the build feels a little small for the price that it is. But other than that, it looks all right. It captures the source material well. And then our third set here, we have the X-Files. 1,478 pieces, $200, 8 minifigs, and it's a little display scene. I've never seen the X-Files, so I have no idea what I'm talking about, but you have like a little spaceship up here. You have a little terrain build with some trees. Those are some nice trees, to be quite honest. Some actual good Lego trees for once, which is probably why the set is so expensive. Me either? Okay. Okay. No, I haven't seen those either, Shaq. I'm too young for those, remember? But yeah, so we have like a terrain build with some actually good looking trees, and then we have like an office area, I guess. I don't know. I don't know X-Files all that well. It is modular, so you can remove the different parts of it, so you don't have to carry the whole thing with the fear of dropping it. $200 must be some hefty royalty, possibly. Um, saw a few episodes on his TJ's age and got scared. Wow. You got 8 figs here, a couple of different aliens. I think I asked this before on my own stream, but Shaq, do you know any of these aliens? See any of them around your homeworld? Early X-Files is amazing. Once T-1000 shows up, it's all downhill. The T-1000 showed up. What? That happened? That's crazy. They have one of the actresses posing with the set, which I actually think is really really cool. Dave, welcome. Dave, you missed it earlier. There's a tandem bicycle in the Friends sets. There's a Terminator. That's interesting. Yeah, there's a tandem bicycle in the cabin and the flower shop, and it's lavender. Not purple, but it is lavender, which is close. So it's that's an interesting fact there, Dave. But yeah, and we do get transclear cones. Those have come back. Those are a returning part. From what I understood, those haven't been around for a little while, so it's nice to see them again. Have that frame already, fortunately. Was that in other sets? Actually, we played T1000. I always called them that, no matter who. Oh, I see. Oh my goodness. It's this room. It's the death stairs. The stairs that will. Oh, it came out this year. I wasn't aware it was in other sets earlier in the year. I'll have to take a look. Again, I can't keep everything straight, but it's the bad stairs. I don't like those stairs. Those stairs are like my mortal enemy. But yeah, so you can take apart the set, pose it in different ways, pose the figs. Why is there a big 3 on the wall? I don't know. I have no idea. And then, but the draw to get this set, there's a reason to get this set day one. I think it's coming out in 2 other sets. Yeah, it's coming out in the cabin and the flower shop. We know those 2. I just forgot that it was already out in the set. But yeah, there's a reason to get this set day one, and it is the X-Files Scully's Lab GWP. This will only be available with purchases of the X-Files August 1st through 10th, while supplies last, of course. So if you want the full, complete everything with X-Files, then you have to get this set as well. So get the one fig, get a little lab build. It's actually pretty nice, I think. Looks pretty good. Assuming the 2 prints in the fig are exclusive. I have a feeling this will sell. I think so too. And like the X-Files is $200, which is a lot, but it's not as much as some other sets that have come out this year with exclusive GWPs, like Minas Tirith, for example. So I think to the people who will want to buy the set, this will be at least somewhat attainable. We'll see. But yeah, the X-Files. So you get a GWP if you purchase the set within the first 10 days. 200 with the GWP isn't that terrible. Yeah, it's not too bad. I guess further incentive to buy it right away. But yeah, so that's the reason to buy the X-Files day one. But that's those are the 3 idea sets. And there's GWP. There's 150 to get it'll be 180 to get to the restaurants, but that's not till after this GWP ends. All right, next up we have Jurassic World, 5 sets here. 150 and 50 goes to the CIA to keep the secrets. Wow. Yes, we have 5 Jurassic World sets here. Jurassic World, Jurassic Park, whatever you want to call this. They call it Jurassic World. Okay. We have the Mosasaurus Dinosaur Boat Attack, 703 pieces, $100 with a molded Mosasaurus. Unlike the last one, which is brick built. Shaq's getting all the dino sets for sure. We have the Spinosaurus Dinosaur Escape, 820 pieces, $75. This one's brick built, it looks like. That's interesting. We have the Velociraptor, Stegosaurus, and Pteranodon Rescue, 171 pieces, $50. 4+ set there. Another 4+ set, the Young T-Rex Transport Truck, 115 pieces, $30. And we have Baby Dinosaur Pteranodon, 373 pieces, $30. Mosasaurus is sold. Spinosaurus sucks. Past the 4+. You know what this is bringing like memories of when I used to watch it as a kid? Any of you ever heard the show Dinosaur Train? Where it's like this family of pteranodons and like one adopted T-Rex, I think. And they'd go on this train that would travel in time between different areas for the dinosaurs. Yeah. That just came back to my memory. That's how I know how to pronounce pteranodon. so there you go. Anyway, besides that nostalgia trip, yeah, so I guess we'll take a look at this one since this has the one that's of interest. Why are there only 3 pictures? Lego, you've had time to put up pictures. Get a boat, get a Mosasaurus, get a helicopter, and get a little submarine drone thing, and there's pictures of it. Is this which movie is this based on? I don't even know. I can't tell. Is this based on the new one with Scarlett Johansson? No, but apparently that show was done by the Jim Henson Company. Oh, interesting. That is interesting. But yeah, I guess not a whole lot to look at with pictures. They brick built Mosasaurus. Everyone hated it, so they molded it. And now they're doing the same thing with the Spinosaurus. But they'll get you to buy this for whatever reasons they want you to buy this, and then they'll come out with a molded one next time to get you to buy it again. So yeah. But yeah, Jurassic World. Molded Spino, and everyone wanted Jurassic Park 3 Spino, and they said, wow. I was in high school when that show first aired. Yeah, see, I was still in elementary school, I think. So already had a molded Spino. There you go. So you don't have to buy this one. Yeah. So there's our Jurassic World sets. I don't really have any interest in these, but it's cool for those who are interested. Next up, the one and only K-pop Demon Hunter set, the first K-pop Demon Hunter set, I should say. Derpy Tiger and Sussy Bird, 825 pieces, $70. The first of hopefully many K-pop Demon Hunter sets. This is very exciting. I know Amberlia, I believe she pre-ordered this. So I'm intrigued by this theme, just not the set. I agree. That's where I'm at, Alex. I like the theme, and I want to get stuff that has figs, or I'll even take mini dogs. I don't mind. But I'm just not into the buildable characters is my deal. But it is nice for those who are. So you do get Derpy and Sussy the bird and Derpy the cat. Figs, yeah, I believe it's figs for 18 plus sets and dolls for play sets. That's what I've heard from the rumors. But yeah, there's the head. You get the little potted plant it can knock over. Very amusing. You can switch it out between the mouth and the tongue with the little like envelopes and everything. You can open up the back of the head to store your extra parts. Hundreds of 2027 sets have been leaked, but nothing on next year's modular. They keep that close to their chest. Copper. Like it. We didn't get a lot of details on Shopping Street, or a lot of like confirmed details until like right before it got revealed. So not as much into buildable characters, but that one looks great. Yeah. I will say this is a buildable character I've definitely been more tempted to buy, because I did really enjoy K-pop Demon Hunters. I kind of wore the soundtrack out for myself, but I'm still listening to K-pop, so it's fine. Listening to just other K-pop. But yeah, it looks really nice. And this has its own theme, so we are going to be getting more. Lego has plans for this, I'm sure. But yeah, it looks like a really nice set, and I'm maybe on a sale. Maybe I'd get it on the sale. We'll see. I kind of want to wait until we see more K-pop Demon Hunter sets to decide whether or not this one is something I want to get. So kind of wait and see how the rest of the theme turns out. So statue slop, yeah, but at least this one is like postability, and it's not 18 plus, so it's for all ages. So I'm not as upset about it, because 18 plus is where we get into display slop territory. Yeah. Especially when it's buildable characters. But that's just me. I just want fig stuff. So yeah. But yeah, that's our one and only K-pop Demon Hunter set there. All right, next up we have our one and only Marvel set releasing August 1st. We have had some other Marvel reveals very recently, but our one and only August 1st Marvel set is the Fantastic Four Herbie. So it's the little buildable Herbie robot. Yeah, a little weird. This is 747 pieces, $75, which is interesting. I don't know why we didn't get like a molded piece of this in the Fantastic Four set. I wish we did, or like a molded piece in this set to go along with it, but I guess, that's like, they didn't give us a Silver Surfer either, so what are we gonna do? Sold on deep discount. Yeah, it looks nice. Nice little buildable character, but not really something for me. It's nice. I haven't seen Fantastic Four yet. I haven't seen the new one yet, but I'll see it eventually. Um, when I eventually catch up on Marvel before Doomsday comes out. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I just kind of like I fell out of Marvel was the problem. So yeah, but it looks nice. Looks pretty good. So there you go. If you want a buildable Herbie, there you go. You can pre-order it now even. All right, next up, Minecraft. Only 2 sets for Minecraft. We have the Twisted Warden Battle, 438 pieces, $60. And we have Chicken Jockey, 344 pieces, $30. Let's look at this. Everyone loves this. They've had a couple different sizes of Chicken Jockey this year, I think, for Minecraft, but this is one of them. This is like the buildable character size. So it's a chicken with a baby zombie riding on it, and you also get a little chick. So it's very nice. Nice little buildable thing. There's some, I guess you get the measurements for the zombie. There's a zombie getting ready to mount the chicken, I guess. I don't know. I'm Steve. Gosh, I'm not remembering all the memes from that. As a child, I yearned for the mines. Was that a line, maybe, or is that just something I came up with? Who knows? So probably so. Yeah, the kids will love this. All the kids will love this. And then we have something from the Minecraft. What is it? I forget what it's called. Minecraft Dungeons. There it is. A buildable character there. So yeah, a couple different Minecraft sets for the Minecraft enthusiasts. Lava chicken? Mm. No, lava chicken turns into a cooked chicken, and then you eat it. So yeah. Anyway, next up, we have Ninjago. We do have Ninjago. We have 10 sets releasing for Ninjago. We've already covered these on the Clicking Bricks channel, so I will make it brief here. We have the Ultra Dragon Battle, 2,178 pieces, $200. Twin Titan Mechs, 1,707 pieces, $130. Land Bounty, 1,214 pieces, $130. Battle of the Dragon's Blade, 1,016 pieces, $100. Wildfire's Transforming Dragon Mech, 821 pieces, $90. X1 Ninja Charger 15th Anniversary, 691 pieces, $90. Kai and Cole's Combiner Vehicles, 394 pieces, $40. Zane's Ice Dragon Battle, 141 pieces, $40. That is a 4+ set. Zilvar and Grimtack the Dragon Beast, 232 pieces, $20. And Lloyd's Dragon Mech Battle Pack, 81 pieces, $10. You guys are funny. You guys are so I see. Passing all but one. You don't want the transforming dragon mech, Alex? It's my most used emote because wow. Forgive me, it was a terrible joke. But Alex, this is a mech. Check this out. Look at that. It can be a mech, or it can be a there's the mech form. You also get a smaller mech. Or it can be a dragon. No? I tried. I'm gonna get it. Of course, with Ninjago, chances are I'm going to get everything. I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence about the Ultra Dragon Battle, to be quite honest, because it's just such a expensive set, and I don't know if I'm 100% convinced, but we'll see. I'll probably end up getting it. The Twin Titan Mechs, I think, of course, is a big highlight for people completing the Titan Mech collection for all 6 Ninja. So now all 6 of the original Ninja have a Titan Mech. This is our first Nia vehicle that's Water Ninja Nia themed in years, because Lego can't do that apparently. Hi, Indulgent. Good to see you. Indulgent, we have already covered Animal Crossing. That was like an hour ago. but you know about that. It's out there. Want to be ninja? Wow. Twin mechs are bust. Yeah, this is looking good. This is planned day one purchase for me. There's some figs. And you can swap the accessories as well. So can make them look a little bit different. You fell asleep? No worries, Indulgent. No worries. Indulgent, you can always catch the replay on our YouTube channel in case you want to see any news coverage. And you can put it at ×2 speed, so you kind of fast forward through all my yapping. Yeah. But yeah, this is a really good set. And I think a lot of people, even outside Ninjago, will be interested in this because it kind of gets like all the Gundam fans like Alexandre 017, and yeah, it looks like a good set. Um, I would never fast forward the app. It's fine indulgent if you need to speed it up. But yes, of course, some other ones in here. Some of these I already own because I found them early at Target. Battle of the Dragon's Blade and X1 Ninja Charger. The X1 Ninja Charger, of course, completing the 15th anniversary sets with the final anniversary fig, Elemental Master of Shadow, um, from the Serpentine War. What was her name? Dusk. That was her name. Um, sorry, so many things. Um, but yeah, so that's a reason to get the X1, even though we've already had a Legacy X1. Now we're getting another Legacy X1, which is, whatever, it's fine. Um, some other good stuff here. A few different sets based off the new season, which look pretty good. Land Bounty. Land Bounty does have that exclusive monster, the Fire Monster. It's a shame that it's exclusive to that set because it would have been nice to see it in other sets to make it more accessible since that's an army builder. Um, X1 is still, yeah, it's a bit expensive for that price, although not for the price that I paid for it because I got that and the Battle of the Dragon's Blade on sale, which is thanks to some Target rewards. Have Zovar and Grimtag, of course, with the Dragon's Rising sets. The Ninja figs are the same from the winter, with the only addition being a new claw piece for the dragon forms. You do have some other new variants in here, though. You have a new variant of Wildfire, new variant of Beatrix, a couple new monsters and things. Zilvar, of course, being in there as well. Wow. Anyway, but yeah, so that's Ninjago. I'm super pumped for this stuff. I'll be getting the Twin Titan mechs day one, of course, and that I am thinking about getting Wildfire's transforming dragon mech kind of around the time that the new season officially releases in September. So I may get that. We'll see. And then the rest of it, I will probably wait for sales. I don't know. I'm kind of undecided. I got to figure things out. But either way, next up we have One Piece. One Piece has 7 sets coming out. We have Garp's Marine Battleship, 1705 pieces, $180. Another boat for Greg's pirate fleet. We have Battle at Drum Castle, 1038 pieces, $110. We have Dory versus Brogy, Giants of Little Garden, 733 pieces, $80. Tony Chopper, buildable character, 577 pieces, $70. This is why we cover things, because this got revealed months ago, and I guarantee people have forgotten about it. We have, or maybe it's a Gum Gum for either way. One of these got revealed really early on, months ago, and it's fine. We have the Showdown with Captain Smoker, 547 pieces, $70. We have the Gum Gum Fruit, 482 pieces, $70. That might have been the one that was revealed way early. And then we have Dr. Hiruluk's Hideout, 271 pieces, $30. Coming for the yapping, no self-respecting pug is going to fast forward. Thank you, Indulgent. Ship is too expensive, but I low-key want it. Here, let's take a look at the ship, because I feel like this will appeal to people even beyond the One Piece stuff. It does look good, to be quite honest. That looks good. If I was into ships, that'd be great. Back to lurking. No worries, Dave. No worries. But yeah, this looks pretty nice. I know nothing about One Piece. I'm gonna watch the live action series, but I haven't yet. But this looks nice. Get some different characters in there. I like that hairpiece, the orange hairpiece. I might even have one of those somewhere. Maybe not an orange, maybe in a different color. I'll tell you, Going Merry is a fine ship set. Yeah, fully built up below decks. It looks like it's got some interior. Can't really see too much of the interior from these images because Lego doesn't want to show all that. I guess I don't know, but yeah, this is coming out. This looks cool. I have zero context, but it looks nice. I feel like it'd be fun to get like a fleet of these too, although that'd be very expensive. But yeah, Alex mentioned liking this one, this hideout. This is nice as well. Even like for like a parts pack, even would be good. Yeah, that's cool. Fold out. I saw a video of some of the One Piece show actors reacting to these sets. I don't know if it was this one specifically, but it's really cool when the actors can take a look at these things. Episode this set is from is so good. Buy it, Alex. It's only $30. Weird trend for Lego lately. They've been leaving out key pics of interior details. Maybe they just want us to discover it on our own. Maybe that's why. Or they want us to go watch the land reviews. Going Mary is a fairly nice interior. Yeah, I've heard good things about that set. I just haven't bought it. Buy but on sale. Yeah, I feel like again, like most things with Lego, it's better to wait for a sale or GWP or some sort of incentive to buy, unless this is something you're absolutely dying for. In which case, it doesn't matter how much it will be, you will buy it. Like the Twin Titan Max, for example. Like I'd buy that no matter what, regardless of whether or not I have insider points. Oh no, Indulgent. Side of your knee turned black because the river logs. Uh-oh. That's no good. Feel better, Indulgent. Everything has to be on sale? Yeah. I feel like it's better to wait for sales. But that's also kind of like a given at this point. So get to the minifig scale chopper character. Or gotta get that one? Yeah. Yeah, that's in this cheap set, so there you go. Or the cheapest of the wave. All right, next up, so that's one piece. That looks good. The castle's really nice. It's very gray, but maybe that could be useful for the castle builders. Fine, just more colorful than usual. All right, so that's that. Here we go. We have Pokemon. So I will have to say a few of these you have to ignore. The big Pokeball, that's not coming out till October. Same with the upscaled figure. Same with the keychain. There's no way for me to remove these, unfortunately, because because Lego's website is silly. But we do have a bunch of others coming out. Shaq's favorite. To get One Piece, but it's all better than Ninjago. You're funny, Shaq. You're very funny. But yes, we have Rayquaza, 1,083 pieces, $130. Smart Play Charizard versus Jolteon Ultimate Battle, 751 pieces, $120. Arcanine, 1,190 pieces, 110. Smart Play Cubone and Gengar's Spooky Showdown, 782 pieces, $90. Smart Play Umbreon versus Scarchop Championship Battle, 831 pieces, $80. We have Munchlax, 757 pieces, $70. Smart Play Training House with Pikachu, 400 pieces, $70. Smart Play Mewtwo's Lab Break, 605 pieces, $70. Smart Play Eevee and Lapra's Treasure Hunt, 623 pieces, $60. Smart Play Drone Search for Mythical Mew, 429 pieces, $50. Smart Play Names I Can't Pronounce, 313 pieces, $35. Smart Play Trainers Buggy Adventure with Squirtle, 320 pieces, $30. Smart Play Charizard and Geodude's Cavern Clash, 198 pieces, $20. Smart Play Berry Bash with Bulbasaur and Bidoof, 240 pieces, $20. And Smart Play Jigglypuff Concert, 88 pieces, $15. Holy moly, that's a lot of words to say. All right, let me scroll back up in chat. Some good sets hidden in there. Arcanine is sold on sale. Munchlax for me on sale. Munchlax maybe. We don't care about Munchlax. Pass. Derply Puff. Shaq is getting all of these. Oh yeah, for sure. They go on a heavy discount. Yeah, but according to leaked Lego emails, they're not allowed to put these on more than 20% off. Bidoof and Bulba almost work as derps. Shaq is getting one set. Yeah. Haven't willingly gone outside to touch grass in 189 years. Wow. Okay. So yeah, so some different characters in here. I feel like even if it's maybe not the most popular for everybody, I feel like Munchlax has gotten a fair amount of praise because of how well done it is and because of the price point as well. So that one looks pretty good from a display perspective. Not sure what's up with Jigglypuff. I have no idea either. But yeah, Munchlax looks nice. Gonna remove Munchlax from the base. Move the head around a little bit. There he is on display. Imagine just sitting in the dark, but somehow you see this staring at you. That'd be kind of funny. Gotta would give him all my money for Pokemon. They all suck. Wow. Shaq is not a fan, unfortunately. I think Munchlax and Arcanine will sell well. Yeah. I think Rayquaza might because of the figure, but I feel like that's a little bit of a weaker one. And it really depends on whether or not you're interested in the figure. So yeah, and I feel like as well with Pokemon, there's so many different I know very little about Pokemon, but there's so many possibilities for different Pokemon that they can do. There's a lot of variation in like what people will want and what will appeal to everybody. So yeah, Rayquaza looks dumb. I mean, it doesn't look as strong as the other two newly releasing 18 plus sets. I will give you that. I do believe that Amberlia has pre-ordered at least some of the Pokemon Smart Play sets, so I'm sure we will get to see her try these out. Um, but yeah, here we have one with a Smart Brick. Pikachu, I believe there's only two in this wave that have a Smart Brick. Pikachu is one of them at $70, and then Charizard versus Jolteon has two Smart Breaks and is $120. So actually, this is actually now the cheapest way to get two Smart Bricks, because previously the only way to get two Smart Bricks was to buy. I guess you could have bought two Vader's Tie Advanced for 140, or bought either the Star Wars Death Star Duel or the X-Wing and the Tie Advanced for 160 either way. But now you can get two Smart Bricks for 120, so that's at least an improvement for those who want Smart Bricks, I guess. They need to minifig scale or they will have bumbled this theme. Yeah, I mean, we'll cover it in October, but we have our another fig scale, like fig compatible, I guess, set. So we'll cover that a little bit more. Swords in the head are way too long. Lego just using what parts they have, I guess. I don't know. Wish they had made regular sets, not displays. See, that's kind of the issue here is like for play sets, you don't really have an option if you don't want to do smart play. But I will give them this. I will say this. They have made them look at least decent without the smart brick. I'm going to try not to repeat my rant from yesterday about smart play. Yeah. Affordable minifig. Yeah, we want affordable. Yeah. And excuse my French, that Pokeball is terrible. Yeah. Something about that big fig just seems off. It's fair. Pokeball is terrible. Yeah. Smart bricks are the abomination of the 21st century. Decent. I mean, they're better than Star Wars, I think. This is my opinion, of course. But two X-Wings for about $100 on clearance. That's nice, Dark Sky. You must have got them before Lego sent out that memo. And welcome in as well. But yeah, I think, some of the characters don't look too bad. And it's like, we think about like the minifig is not in proportion to a human, but none of us, or really majority of people, don't really care. But these are a bit big, I suppose, to accommodate fitting in a smart brick. And maybe some people will like this design choice. But of course, if you are interested in Pokemon Smart Play, there is an incentive to buy right away. They are releasing a GWP, the Smart Play Ditto as Squirtle Movie Night. So you do have this available. This will be available also August 1st through 10th. But you have to purchase $130 or more of Pokemon Smart Play specifically. So you have to get that. Ash is synonymous with Pokemon. But here my message was readable. That's good, Dark Sky. But yes, yeah, hi. Maybe we should shove a smart brick up the dino's butt and see, and they can growl at each other. Wow. Ash, Misty, and Brock are Han, Luke, and Leia. Yeah, I know nothing about Pokemon, so I have no idea. But yeah, so if you want this GWP, then you gotta buy Pokemon Smart Play. But honestly, you could get the Charizard battle to get two smart bricks. You get Jigglypuff, and then you're above that threshold. So there you go. You can get above that $130 threshold with those two sets. I believe there are a couple of they're not on here, but a couple of polybags for Pokemon are releasing as well, so you can get those. Those are already showing up in places. But yeah, some different options with Smart Play here. Some different things. Excuse me. But yeah, so lots of Pokemon stuff. Does Jigglypuff look weird, or is it just? It does look a little weird. Again, I'm not familiar with what Jigglypuff actually looks like, but there you go. Or you could get Berry Bash with Bulbasaur and Bidoof, and only be $10 above the threshold. X-Files discussion one already happened. Dark Sky. See, Smart Bricks are boring even. Yeah, they're boring me. Yeah, Dark Sky. If you want to catch the X Files discussion, however brief it was, you will have to go over to the YouTube side and watch the replay later. Which, by the way, hello again, replay gang. If you're making it through so far, thank you. There's a lot of rambling. Really excited about Jigglypuff. We'll have to see. Hopefully, Lego will do fixed scale stuff, but it doesn't seem like they're really going to do any of that yet, apart from a couple of things. So we'll see. And of course, we will cover the Pokeball and the upscaled fig during October releases because that's when those will be coming out. But yeah, some different options. Whether or not anyone's interested in those options, we will have to see. There we go. All right, keeping up with the gaming, we do have two Sonic sets. We're gonna Mario this line too. Yeah, two Sonic sets releasing. We have the Shadows Mech versus Gun Trooper, 374 pieces, $50. And we have the Tails Tornado 1, 310 pieces, $30. I feel like Sonic is becoming another one of those themes, like Animal Crossing, where they're not making a whole lot because it's all going on sale. Um, but yeah, so you got a couple interesting things here. I do like the Shadow Mech. That looks pretty nice. Um, Pretty unique there. Shame they don't include like a gun soldier minifig, but oh well. We want fig scale Mario and Pokemon. No, have these wonky ones. Yeah. Well, they are teasing Mario figs for next year, so we'll see. Might get the Tornado one. That Tornado one looks pretty good. Take a brief look at this. It's a plane. It's got stud shooters on the front. Got a little thing to face off against. I don't know what that is because I'm not super familiar with all the Sonic lore. I've played like one game and I've seen the movies and I played the Lego Dimensions level. So that's my experience with Sonic. But it's a nice little set, pretty cool. I'm counting my chickens. Why did I do that? Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I was theorizing that actually yesterday, Indulgent. I was theorizing that what if the Mario figs they're teasing for next year are all going to be smart play figs? I think that would be such a terrible move, but I could also see Lego doing it. They pick the smallest kid to hold it in the pick. Yeah. Yeah, so a couple of Sonic sets there for you guys. Next up, we have a couple of speed champions. Two speed champions. We have the BMW M3 parentheses E30, 358 pieces, $30. And we have the Jaguar Project 7 and Land Rover Defender, 740 pieces, $60. Smart Play Mario might work. If they did like Mario Kart, it might actually be good. It's gonna happen, but it'll sound awful. Yeah, like it was ruining something that was so simple. BMW looks like a mess. Yeah, it looks very messy. I'm not sure how much of that is print versus sticker. See, Jag is interesting for the Land Rover. Yeah, yeah, it's interesting that they just like do these two different cars in a pack. Probably they get you to buy both, but yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. But Speed Champions. My days of buying Speed Champions are over, but cool sets, I suppose. Very, very nice. So these at Target. Yeah, things are popping up at Target. I think they're owned by the same company. Then that would make sense why they're in the same set. Yeah. So yeah. Next up, here you go, Shaq. You didn't miss it. We're gonna talk Star Wars. Lots of sets showing up there. Yeah, some are street dated, some aren't. That reminds me, with the Pokemon Smart Play sets, I did see those at a Target while I was pondering my Ninjago purchases and thinking about what I wanted to do. I saw some of them on shelves. I saw an employee wander over, scan a couple of them, scan all of them really that were on there, leave, come back with a cart and take them all away because they were street dated. So forever be grateful I got Goldie. Yeah, that's pretty good, Indulgent. Dark Sky, you shouldn't have seen the Star Wars sets. They're supposed to be street dated, but yeah. So yes, 4 Star Wars sets here. We have The Off-World Sandcrawler and Mudhorn Mando Season 1 based, 1,683 pieces, $200. We have Boba Fett, I say little, big Boba Fett buildable statue, 1,544 pieces, $170. We have the Imperial Remnant AT-AT with INT-4, 1,453 pieces, $150. And the Hutt Palace Sentry Droid Showdown, 415 pieces, $50. Those last two being based on the Mando and Grogu movie. And the advent calendar is down here, but that's not coming out yet. So Boba needs a sale though. So Alex is interested in Boba, not Boba T, but Boba the buildable character. They were street dated, but just left on the shelf. Yeah, I bet. Jack pre-ordered that. Oh, I bet. So yeah, Boba Fett. This looks pretty good, to be honest. It looks pretty nice. Buildable statue. Boba wearing the Boba suit. That'd be funny. Boba looks good, just not my thing. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, like these buildable characters aren't really my thing, but it is cool. You know what? If they did, I mean, they pretty much really just have to copy and paste, probably change a few design things and whatnot. They did Django, I'd be down. I'd be buying that for sure. That'd be cool. Although I said the same thing about the UCS Django Starship or Django Slave One, and I decided I'm not buying that. So we'll see. Who knows? But yeah, this looks nice. Need it referring to the admin calendar? Wow. But yeah, Boba, he looks pretty good. Looks pretty well done. Very, very nice. Buy it? No. I'm not buying Boba. I like Boba, but not enough. Want to build my minifig scale Slave One? Oh, that'd be good. TJ's a lot. What? Wow. Oh, buy the Django Slave One. I had the opportunity to get it on clearance. Maybe I'll change my mind again. It's got a little bit more time before it retires, but I do not have it in my backlog. Believe me, if I had it in my backlog, you guys would know. Because I would have bought that instead of 2 1/4. Although I think by the time I saw that on clearance at Target, I had already bought 2 1/4. Either, oh my goodness, it's on the terrible stairs. I hate these stairs. Use Coles Cash for the UCS Slave One. I don't have any Coles Cash. Coles Cash is a trap, Shaq. I thought you learned this. Yeah, and you do get a minifig as well with arm printing, with a cloth piece. Organized welcome in just in time for some Star Wars talk. You're late, but you're here. No worries. Organized. And organized, if you want to get a full recap on everything releasing, you can always check the replay if you would like to. Oh, you got 2 people building it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, got some prints in there, so that's pretty good. See, I was thinking like maybe I could replicate this, but I can't replicate that visor. So I can't completely build Django. Like I could get away with like not having these details on Django's helmet. I'm assuming those are. Someone to hang out at the mall with some friends just got back. Hope that went well. Organized. But yeah, I don't know if it'd be possible to build Django. I'm sure if it is possible, someone will try. But yeah, it is a nice set. Look, you can put it in this little bookshelf thing and lock it away so that it never gets dusty. So yeah, it's good. Good stuff. So yeah, Boba's nice. I will say, even though the movie was kind of mixed for me, to be honest, I did really enjoy the opening scene of the Mando and Grogu movie, which did involve this set, the AT-AT and the INT-4. So this is on my radar. I would like to get this at some point on sale. But it is pretty nice. So you do get figure. I don't know why all the figures need to be separate images. Do get some different posability in there. You get cockpit with seating for 2. Place to store the speeder in the back, and then the INT-4, the little flyer thing, gets stored in the middle. You can lift up these panels, and you can still seat your troopers in there too. And there's where the speeder bike goes. Head's got a bit of posability. Really not a terrible price for Star Wars. It's because it's not clone related. It doesn't have the clone tax, Alex. That's why. That's why this is better priced. And because it's based on a new movie. Because Lego, we say Lego hates the Star Wars fans. Lego hates the Clone Wars fans. I'll be quiet. Now we know what the inside of an AT-AT looks like. Yep, from the Mando and Grogu movie. But yeah, I do like this, and I would like to get it eventually. Is it a letdown? Is it a letdown in your opinion? Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, it is nice. I would like to get this eventually. I don't know when, but it'll happen at some point. Probably, hopefully on clearance. Yeah. And then the Hut Palace Sentry Droid, I'm not going to zoom in on that, but of course the big draw for that is the inclusion of Embo and the dog or wolf thing, the alien pet that he has, Marok, I think the name is, or maybe it's named something different in the new movie. Either way, um, that's kind of the draw there. Otherwise, it's a parts pack for me. I'll maybe get it eventually, just on deep clearance. And yeah, the Sandcrawler. Wish the Sandcrawler was not so expensive because it might have been on my radar too. Feel like I missed the best mall hanging out time. I would have been a teenager in the '80s. What about so much music and bangle bracelets? Yeah, I was not around for mall hanging out time. Might get it on deep clearance for Embo. Yeah, I feel like that's the only draw for the Sentry Droid is to get Embo. So, and yeah, the Sandcrawler does look good, but it of course is that high price point of $200. But it's a gray Sandcrawler. 3 Jawas. I feel like I wish there had been more Jawas, but it's fine. Wheel and Muddy Season 1 Mando and Grogu with that new mold. Open up the Sandcrawler. You can pose. See, it's kind of frustrating that all 3 Jawa figs have to be in. Can all fit in here, and you don't have any more. Never getting an OG Sandcrawler again. We might eventually. I just don't know when it'll be. Mall near me is getting bulldozed for housing. That's happening to the Northbrook Mall, where a Lego store used to be, and they moved to Old Orchard. So Alex, that Lego store you visited in 2025, you can never visit it again. Which was a cheese crawler. Oh, jeez. You can turn the wheels as well with little levers on the back. You got some opening panels for storage. For housing shortage, so it's not a terrible trade. Yeah, it's fine. And that mall is basically dead anyway. Yeah, there's some like droid parts and everything, and got the mud horn in there, and looks pretty good. It's pretty solid. Gonna mock a cheese crawler? Do it. Do it, Shaq. I want to see that. But yeah, it's a nice set. Expensive, but nice. So for those who liked Mando season 1, who want to go back to the roots of the Mandalorian, there you go. All right, next up we have our one Super Mario set. We have the Donkey Kong Arcade. This was like just revealed a few days ago. It's up for pre-order. I don't know why they put it up for pre-order if it's only going to be coming soon or not released for like a week, but yeah, here we are. The Donkey Kong Arcade, 1371 pieces, $200. Arcade thing. Mando season 1 and 2 are the only ones that exist. It's like the Terminator series. Nothing exists after Terminator 2. Yeah, so you have it's a playable Donkey Kong arcade. This there, you can load the barrels in. My area, most malls have been turned into police stations or churches. You can move the different levers and make the things jump. Maybe there's a video. We might see if there's a video of this. Actually. This could be, there we go. All right, so you can build it, you can construct this thing. I have seen the first 2 Terminators. You can actually make him jump. Look at that little structure in the back. Unfortunately, it's not completely playable. You can't like actually have him run all the way up. He just jumps in one spot, Mario. But good night, Alex. Up early for work. Hopefully get through the remainder release. We don't have too much more, thankfully. So yeah, it's just Technic and a few seasonal things. But yeah, have a good night, Alex. Thanks for hanging out. Really appreciate it. Yeah. So yeah, Mario, Donkey Kong, Arcade. Gets 5 Kongs out of a possible 5 Kongs for me. Nice. Yeah, this doesn't really appeal to me because I never played this game in this form as a kid. But it's nice. again, it's one of those sets that maybe doesn't necessarily appeal to like the hardcore AFOLs, but although there is of course some crossover, but will appeal to the people who like are fans of arcade games and want to have this buildable thing on display. So I can't remember if Cleric said she was interested in this. She might have been. I think so. But yeah, either way, um, yeah, this is coming out. I don't really have too much to say about it. There's not really any incentive to buy this right away because there's no GWP or anything associated with it, but it is there for those who would like to get it. Next up, we have Technic. So we have 6 Technic sets here, although one of them's a little bit different. We have Batmobile Tumbler, 719 pieces, $190. That must be motorized or something. I can't. Otherwise, why would it be that price? We have the custom garage Ford Mustang GT car, 973 pieces, $100. Dodge Viper GTSR sports car, 805 pieces, $65. Ferrari 48 Pista car, 882 pieces, $65. We have the Ducati Desmo 450 MX factory motorcycle, 457 pieces, $50. And we have the Mighty Machines, which are like CMFs but for Technic, $5. Let's actually take a closer look at these. So for the Mighty Machines here, like CMF, it's a blind box. There's 8 possibilities. So 1 out of 8 builds you could potentially get here. I haven't bought any, but I have seen them. Doesn't really appeal to me because it's not stuff I'm interested in. But yeah, some interesting stuff. Interesting to get like little Technic blind boxes. That's unusual, not something I would have expected. But yeah, it is cool. Maybe some good parts in here. At least the Mighty Machine. So take a CMF slot. Looking at UF1, yeah. Yeah, that's good that it's separate, not taking up CMFs. They look cute. Yeah, I like this better than the F1. Partly because like unlike the F1, they have some of them have little features to them, and they're all different, unique builds. They aren't just the same, but a different color, which is what the F1 CMFs looked a lot more like. But yeah, this is like a good little way to get kids into Technic, and I like that. It's an interesting concept, and I'm curious to see if it's successful. I would certainly like it to succeed, and as long as it doesn't take up a CMF slot, then I have no problem with it existing. All right, I want to take a look at this Batmobile Tumbler because I want to know. Okay, so it does come with the Control Plus app, so it does have the ability to be motorized, which explains the price. Brings out my inner Tonka fan. Yeah, that is what I was thinking of, wasn't it? Okay. What's this say? I can't read the text. Smart device required but not included. So you do need a phone to drive this thing. Yeah. But you can drive it. So it's got some Lego Technic control. You got a QR code you got to scan at the back, and for the product features, you got to figure out how to get there. Got Tonka trucks for all my nephews. Nice. So the real metal one's cool. Cool stuff. So yeah, this is interesting. Interesting. Those metal Tonka trucks, kids, big ones. I don't think I had too many, if any of those actually. I was more into trains and car. I had some like Hot Wheels and stuff as well. A little bit of cars, not too much. But yeah, so yeah, interesting set. Yeah, I was just curious on a personal level what was going on with that. And then of course we have some other like mid-sized Technic cars. Of course, this one's a little bit more expensive because it is customizable. You have some different accessories that go with it, and you have a little motorcycle here too. So yeah, good stuff. Good stuff for Technic. And then finally, for some reason, these aren't under a theme, so I can't have them all on one page. But we have our seasonal sets. How many tumblers has Lego released to this point? I don't know, a few, like half a dozen at least. I mean, do you want to? Are you just saying Batman tumblers, or do you want to count other tumblers? Because there was a Ninjago tumbler back in 2016. So, All right, this last one is seasonal. For some reason, they didn't put it in a theme, so I had to pull up each one individually because bootleggo, I guess. I don't know. But we have this. I didn't even look at the name. We have the Halloween pumpkin lantern, 323 pieces, $30. It's pumpkin. It's got a ghost. It's got the ghost with the glow in the dark ghost piece. It's got a light in it. There's the ghost. There's the light brick. There it is. So there you go. Nice little simple yet effective pumpkin build. Pumpkin and or jack-o'-lantern, depending on whether or not you light it up. And I guess you press down on the top of the head to make the light happen, which is very nice. Cute little seasonal set. Good stuff. So that's our pumpkin lantern. Next up here, we have the colorful lantern, 286 pieces, $20. Not entirely sure what this is based on, but it is a little like lantern build. $30. You realize how many real pumpkins I can buy for that? Have pie afterwards. Pumpkin maybe, pass on this. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but that's $30 that you never have to spend ever again, Copper. Yeah. Real pumpkins rot. So either way. But it's fine. Whatever you want. But yeah, so you have this colorful lantern. Looks like the little like tassel pieces at the bottom can be postable because they're on ball joints. Lego, of course, could not recolor the ball joint pieces, so it's a bit of a standout gray piece, but it's fine, I guess. And yeah, it's a little lantern build. Nice colorful parts pack too, if you're interested in some of these color pieces. Alex, where are those? Oh, jeez. Children, do not try and eat your Lego pumpkin. I wouldn't even try to eat a regular pumpkin because that's sitting outside and rotting. The squirrels are nibbling on it, so no. And then finally here we have the Halloween skull candle, 204 pieces, $20. Meant on his bike? Oh. I don't know. Have to find out. All right, so we have this. It's a skull. It's a Halloween skull. The different color spider, and it's got glow in the dark eyes. So that's cool. That's cool, I guess. Squirrels, yeah. Squirrels, the animal. So they do around here. At least something. I'm pretty sure it's the squirrels that eat the pumpkins. But yeah, so it's a pumpkin head, or not a pumpkin. It's a skull head with some, like little toxic things down here and some glowy eyes, and it should be 100% glowy skull. It would be cool, but that'd probably like double the price if they did. So yeah, and that brings an end to all of the releases. Oh my goodness. Oh, there's so many things. All right, I'm gonna transition out of this page. Hold on, stand by. We're professional. Do this. Hello. Start over. No, I'm not starting over. If you missed any of the coverage of the releases, you can of course check the replay of this stream over on the YouTube side once the stream is over. By the way, hello again, replay gang. If you made it this far, thank you very much. Really appreciate you making it through my 2 hours of straight yapping about new sets. Big hearts to everybody, both live and replay gang viewers. If you're on the YouTube side as well, be sure to leave a like down below and subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you're on Twitch, make sure to follow and turn on notifications no matter which platform you're on, because you want to be notified for all of our streams. So yes, I did it. 2 hours of new releases. That's crazy. And I didn't even get to click on everything. See, it's so overwhelming. And I've kind of discussed this on my own streams on Twitch, just the sheer volume of stuff that Lego puts out. Granted, this is one of the months that is a bit worse because they drop a lot of stuff in August, and in January is another month. March can be intense too, so can June, depending. Yeah, so again, now we'll repeat this. We'll do more releases every month, so you guys will get more coverage. But I can only cover so much before I just want to go to sleep because TJ has to get to sleep. Um, please click on the city sets since you skipped them for Olivia. I did not skip them for Olivia Rodrigo. This was this where the delayed ISA sets are or the USA said, yeah. So like the city, Ninjago, friends, I think some Technic, and like a handful of other things, all covered in here. So for all of us here in North America, that is all really tight. So you guys know. So I would have been beyond Tucker since we got that. Yeah, like if I actually wanted to like click on every set and go through everything in detail, we'd be here for like at least 6 hours, and I do not have the energy levels to do such a thing, unfortunately. So quantity has gone up, but I feel the quality has gone down. Yeah, yeah. So while as we're wrapping up, feel free to let me know in chat whether or in replay gang comments down below if you're on the YouTube side and watching this back. Let me know. Let us know. The viewers know. What are you planning on picking up for August releases? Are you planning on picking up stuff day one? If so, what are you planning on picking up? Are there other sets that you may be waiting for sales, waiting for a GWP, waiting for something like that? Let us know that as well. I mean, day one purchases are becoming a little bit less common, I think, or at least not as many. But yeah. So a lot of different things coming out. Of course, feel free to put down there in chat what you guys are interested in, whether it's day one or day whenever it's on clearance. Um, Yeah. Gave a post earlier. Looks just like me this week. Yeah. Yeah. Good reading comprehension skills. Wow. Truth is out there. Never day one. Pre-order the advent calendars. Wow. Can I say all the sets and I don't have a single one on my list to get? Yeah. Wake me on January 1st. Yeah. So for me, of course, all the Ninjago sets are of interest to me. I have some already, of course. Yeah. That it, well, a bit of a flex, I guess. Um, but some of them do interest me more than others. I do want to get those Titan mechs right away. The wildfire dragon and the land bounty are kind of out there. I just need to figure out like a good time to purchase them. Wake me up for Christmas too. Yeah, yeah, we'll have that stuff. I'm sure as well. Indulgent. Um, yeah, so there's all of that Ninjago stuff. Some I'm more interested in it than others. Some I already have, which is some of the stuff I'm more interested in. So there is that. I think Star Wars has a few things that are like on my radar as well. Um, but of course, I do want discounts. Want some discounts. I do have an interest in that AT-AT and the the Sentry Droid, but I want some discounts on those. And then city sets as well. I really like that Steam train that is going to go in my little. Here, I'll show you guys. It's not completely set up yet, but I'm going to have Tudor Corner all the way on that side, bookshop where it is already, and then that base plate over there. It's just moved off the side so that I can access Tudor Corner more easily. Um, but I am planning to have the steam train on that little plate that I'm going to mock up so that I can have like a nice tiny little city display because it's just something I want to do. So yeah, it's really fun stuff. So like that city stream train is definitely on my list. Some of the other city sets are kind of interesting. Some of the friend sets in there too. I wasn't expecting that. It's good that we go through these things because that friend set, the little like I gotta find it. Where is it? Where is it? The creative flower shop. I wasn't expecting to like that and kind of see that and think, hey, maybe this is a set I should get. I'd completely forgotten about that, and that's why we cover these releases because Lego just covers such a sheer volume of things and releases them out at different times. It's good to know that all that stuff is coming out. So that's why we do these streams and do all that coverage. Um, but yeah, lots of good stuff. Can't wait for TJ's 6 hour January 1st release set stream. Oh, jeez, that'd be something. Um, Still to this day feel dread when I see the school supplies coming out at the end of summer. Oh yeah, that's always something. I haven't been to school for ages. Yeah, yeah, it's been like almost 200 years for you, Indulgent, since you've been in school, because you are 202 years old. But but yeah, either way, some of those City and Friends sets kind of interesting me in there, and then like a couple other things like K-pop Demon Hunters is like on my radar, but I'm waiting to see if more stuff comes out that I'm more excited for than buildable character. I know as well for Amberlia, there were a few things that she was interested in. Some of the Pokemon Smart Play, K-pop Demon Hunters as well. I'm sure Mini Amberlia will be interested in the Friend sets because they look quite nice. That that hotel and the cozy forest fall forest cabin both looked pretty good. That forest cabin was pretty popular choice among chat, and several people commented about it. It's physically in school, but mentally not for ages. Wow. Hated having to go back. Just wanted to shenan, man. Shenan and shenan again. Yeah. Yeah, that forest cabin was pretty popular among the live chat. Some of the city sets as well seem pretty good, and I think that's really good. I think when the core Lego themes, Lego's own brands, Lego's stuff that's geared towards the younger audiences is, uh, it seems appealable to many people. Seems interesting and seems desirable. Trying to find words for what I'm trying to say. It's really good. Um, it's really good. It's good when they really start putting out quality stuff like that. I think for a little while, particularly in City, the sets kind of suffered a little bit, and now it seems like they've really found their stride and are really doing great stuff. So very happy about that for City, for all the City people. Um, yeah, lots of good stuff, lots of great things. Um, and yeah, that's so many things, so so much stuff that I've just covered, so many words that have come out of my mouth, but a lot of stuff to look forward to. And of course, this is kind of the last big batch of sets for the year of 2026. There are still other sets to look forward to, a lot of like bigger things. Like we've got the big Harry Potter release, we've got the big Star Wars UCS set, Winter Village is coming out there, some other bigger sets kind of scattered around, both revealed and not revealed. Um, but this is like the last like big wave for the year, thankfully. I think TJ has run out of words, time to end. Yeah. Um, yeah, I need to I should end stream pretty soon. But but yeah, sorry. I found I'd had like a bunch of tabs open. I found it easier to just close the whole other window that I had so that I could just go straight into that. It's easier to see who's out there. But yes, yeah, so lots of interesting stuff. Time to hibernate through summer. Yeah, for sure. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this releases coverage. Of course, wish Amberlia could have been here to cover everything with us, but I'm sure she will be back for our next episode, which should be second Tuesday of the month. Uh, it'll be the 11th of August. But of course, stay tuned to our socials. Stay tuned to my streams on Twitch because I'll update you guys periodically, and turn on notifications so that you're notified for our streams, because sometimes we go live at our normal planned time, sometimes not so much. Sometimes we do kind of offshoots of things, and we'll see. Maybe, who knows, there might be stuff coming up like that fairly soon. We'll find out. Yes. Yeah, with the temperatures the way they are here, better to go underground for sure. It's so hot. Thank you for stream. Thank you, Indulgent, for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Yeah, W stream. Thank you, Copper. I really appreciate this. This has been a lot of talking, and I'm gonna have to rest my voice after this. But yeah, it has been a lot of fun covering all of this. Thank you all so much. Again, feel free to put it in chat or in the comments if you're on Replay Gang of what you are interested in purchasing of this new batch of releases, whether it's releasing now or whether it's day one or somewhere down the line in the future, or even a clearance purchase. Feel free to let us know. Always interested to see. I do remember to check comments periodically for the Clicking Bricks YouTube channel, so I will see it at some point. So yeah, yeah. With that, that is going to bring a close to the stream, but we should find someone to raid, and I do believe I have found a raid target. Let me make sure they're still live and going well and streaming there. I don't want to raid into to someone who's ending. But yeah, I think they're good. So let me get this queued up. Assuming I can type. We've rated two before. Always nice to say hello to again. Would you consider the D&D Dragon set would fit in with all my Ninjago stuff? I think so. I mean, it depends on the Ninjago season, but if you get some of the more like medieval stuff, then yeah, for sure. Even like some of the futuristic stuff, it just depends. But yeah, yeah. Thank you, Organized, for posting the Clicking Bricks raid. I did remember to copy that to my phone last time, so I could have posted it if you weren't here. But thank you as always for posting that. But we are going to say hello to Medusa. Gonna raid over to Medusa, say hi to her. Be sure, if you're on the Twitch side, to stick around for the raid. Supports me, supports Dusa, and it's always nice to say hi to friends, both new and old. Um, and yeah, thank you guys all for hanging out. Really, really appreciate it. We will be back hopefully in a couple of weeks for our regular episode. Of course, I am still streaming on Twitch on my own channel, so you can always catch me there on Monday nights at 7 p.m. Central. Stand Up to Cancer is coming up as well, so be aware of that too. And I'll be fundraising for that on my own channel, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Bye.